Welcome back to another podcast of Clay and Axel, where you never know what's going to be said, right?
Damn right.
Today's video is sponsored by Luis Guerrero at Warrior Law. If you have any questions or you get injured or know someone injured and want to reach out to him, we'll link his stuff down below and shoot him a DM, shoot him an email, and he'll definitely get back to you as soon as he can.
And talking about that, we got the warrior himself right here.
Well, let's go to war.
Let's go to war. Hold on. Before we introduce the guest. This guy's the one that pushed us to start this podcast.
Hey, actually, yeah.
Oh,
he's a sponsor. If it wasn't for him, we would not be starting this.
I would definitely say he definitely believed in us. Like, before we even introduced him, he definitely believed in us and, saw potential in our podcast and, wanted to push us and, gave us the, boost up. And
he gave us 100%
we're here now.
support. Like, as soon as we said,
we have no excuses.
I remember.
We have no excuses not to just go for it, bro. Honestly. We're here now.
And watch, I'm going to push this guy to go to law school on YouTube probably.
Yeah.
Let's partner up.
All right.
It's going to be good, but...
The
warrior himself,
No, so anytime you guys are in a car wreck, anything like that, shoot me a text, shoot me a call. My cell phone is 956-212-8656. No other attorney, I promise you, is going to give you his actual cell phone because they're a bunch of liars, but I'm not a liar.
Hey, bro, but you said 956?
956.
The Valley, right?
Yeah, I'm never going to change that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a tattoo of the 956.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I'm scared because if they change the area code, then I'm screwed, right?
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah. No, imagine.
But, I want it like a little warrior,
a
warrior like helmet, like a Spartan helmet right here on the thigh. And then like a 956, like maybe in the butt.
Oh, wow.
So nobody sees it. Right, but like I know, at least I have it,
Your girl will.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
I mean, if she's down there.
All right, let's kind of like dive into how we all met.
Yeah.
We can't start it off by just throwing him.
Shit.
I want to talk about how we all met.
I think that
I met him through my sister. He's really good friends with my sister.
Yeah, Haley.
She connected us. He invited us to a couple law parties, and we ended up going up to some Christmas parties.
Yes. So for the people that don't know, I own an LED robot business that goes and entertains people. And Haley, his sister, reached out to me saying that one of her attorney friends wanted a Christmas party and she wanted the robots. And I was like, yeah. And he called me like, what? I call you in the next 30 minutes and we talked. And
then you ended up coming to the office.
Yeah. We met and since then we're here.
I know, dude. We kind of hit it.
Couple benders, couple parties.
And more to come probably. More probably right after this podcast. But after that we met. We hit it off. Even Haley had told me like, oh, man, you're going to love my brother and his friends. Yeah. Like, they're so cool. And like, honestly, you guys are pretty badass too.
Yeah, I know. We're hanging out now.
And the good thing is you guys aren't just like, those guys who just want to go party and like they don't have any goals, ambitions for life. Like they just think everything's about like the image, right? Because I think as people, you get consumed with like, man, I want to like show this face to people.
Yeah.
But like if I wanted to have a serious call with you guys, or you guys are completely honest, you guys are completely open to anything and everything. I think you guys could get along with a 5-year-old just as much as you guys could get along with like a 85-year-old man, So that's the beauty of being like a good human is like you could get along with anyone. And that's what I see in you guys. That's what I believe in y'all's podcast for
today, sure. We want to get to know everything about you. I want you to take us back childhood. I want you to take us through high school when you're you're with all these cheerleaders in high school. You're a geek or you're whatever,
So you just got your citizenship.
I did.
You were born in Mexico.
Let's
start from there.
Yeah,
how you ended up in the valley?
Back to where you're born.
Take us back to me crossing the river. But I was born. I was born in Reynosa, just across the border from McAllen, Texas, and then at the age of 5, we came to the U.S. We never had a really like financial stability growing up, which was awesome. I mean, it's awesome because it's a huge fucking motivator to where you want to be, to what you want to do. And so now, thankfully, my parents work for me, which is like the beauty of like, it's like the American dream,
their
right?
Retirement.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the stressful part of it, but it's like the good part
definitely
of it.
Motivates you though.
Yeah, like I can't ever have a day that I slack off.
I hope that's why I want to be.
You can't slack off when your parents are like banking on you, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like
nothing bad.
We didn't grow. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
it's a huge motivator. But yeah, no, I grew up in Far, Texas. In Las Milpas, it's like the hood. I kid you not, it is the hood. And so
shout out the hood.
I know, shout out Las Milpas. Far, Texas. We love the hood. Everyone, Barrio Las Milpas. It's like
you can definitely make it out.
Yeah, and so we were the first graduating class. I graduated first in my class, so valedictorian. I had a couple scholarships to like UT, A&M, but I decided to go to A&M.
Full ride?
I had a full ride at A&M, which was into
but I got into hated school though.
I fucking hate school. No, I swear. Way. I fucking swear. Like I'm not like if you see my law school grades, like I'm sorry, St. Mary's Law School, but if you see my law school grades, like they're not the greatest. I was that kid sitting in the back seat.
Cheating.
No. I wasn't. Don't say that. Cheating guy. No, I was that one kid sitting in the back seat. I remember like I wasn't really active in law school a lot because I just wanted to work. I just wanted to like actually be involved in something.
Yeah.
And so, I was out there, and I think that's how I was able to land so many like good opportunities coming out of law school because I just was able to network with a lot of attorneys, you know?
That's good.
And like not just attorneys, because at the end of the day, now they're like competition, like all the personal injury lawyers, they're competition with me. I'm competing with them to get more business. So a big part of it is not.
So when you get your scholarship, is it already set in stone? Like, I'm gonna go to law school.
Hell no.
So like, what was your plan? What
were you going for originally?
So originally, so I have a degree in geology, which is crazy, right? So petroleum track. So it's like oil and gas, right?
Okay.
So I had a scholarship coming out of high school from ConocoPhillips, and so ConocoPhillips was like, I had to pick a career that was based out of oil and gas, right? And I ended up going that route. I graduated in 3 years, which was great.
With the bachelor's in that, right?
Yeah, with the bachelor's in that. And then I remember September 2016. No, actually October 2016. I had a dream that I was an attorney, which was completely off. And like I swear, like my witness is Sid Regmi, who was my roommate at the time. I wake up and I'm like, bro, I want to go to law school. And he was like, dude, that has nothing to do with your school. Like I was basically a STEM major, right?
Yeah.
Like I had like taken calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3, like nothing related to law school. And then I just like woke up one day and I was like, man, let me figure out how to get into law school. So I took the LSAT. I
already had graduated.
No, I hadn't graduated. Okay. No. Thankfully, that's why. I had that, and then took the LSAT like probably a month and a half later, and I did fine. Got into St. Mary's, and the rest is history. Like seriously,
Dang.
yeah.
So when someone asks you what inspired you to be an attorney,
I had a freaking
dream.
I had a dream. Oh man, no, I can't. No, I'm not. No, I'm okay. No, but no, I literally had a dream. It was freaking wild. Like I had a dream. I was in a courthouse. I had like a suitcase. I was like in a suit, and I was like, "Oh man, this is my sign."
And like going towards that though, like were you always just about education, or were you getting some bird kills out there? Like, were you getting women during college? What was the vibe?
Yeah.
Were you really taking it serious?
You're in law
because
school.
you have Northgate, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's
at A&M.
That's where the women are.
Man, you know. Let's
I'm thinking no.
Who am I gonna call out here in public? No, I'm thinking, no, I mean, I wasn't like the smartest guy. I was like, see my A&M grades, and like I wasn't like I did lose a scholarship because of thankfully I still had a full ride, but I did lose a scholarship because I mean I didn't get my GPA.
Yeah, high enough too.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, I was like, man, fuck it. I just want to like go with the flow.
Yeah.
And like. I wasn't like a big partier until like my senior year of college. My senior year of college, all my roommates, we would go to like
you linked
Vegas.
Up with Johnny Manziel and shit.
Oh man, I wish I was there right after his time.
He left,
but I'm sure he would have partied.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I mean, we went to New Orleans, we went to Vegas, we went to Austin a lot of times.
Yeah.
So like that, my last year of.
You went hard.
Of college, I went hard. Too hard. And like
still
my
going.
credit card, I was still paying my credit card debt up until like my second year of law school. because it was like that bad that we maxed that thing out. We maxed that. Like, I'm sure some of my buddies are still probably paying for that.
I just paid off mine from freshman year of college.
Dude, it's crazy, right?
It was insane.
It's just you feel
I was partying, and I think that's why my parents kind of pulled me out of there. Because I was playing collegiate soccer.
Oh, yeah.
And my parents pulled me out, kind of, because I got injured also, but my parents were just not having it.
Dude, like, but, you know, I'm a big believer, like, everything happens for a reason.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad it did, honestly.
Every single thing in life. Like, even if I drop a pen right now and, like, get down and pick it up, there's a reason for that. Like, you don't ever find out. Maybe you'll find out a year after, but like there is a reason for everything, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So after law school, you graduate law school, what's your next step?
I graduated law school. Thankfully I had an opportunity. I was interning at Gomez Law Firm, which is like a pretty big, well-known. Yeah, shout out Gomez. I interned there. They picked me up. Thankfully, I passed the bar in the first try, which I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't passed it.
What is that?
Like the bar exam, the Texas, yeah. So basically, you go to law school for 3 years, then you graduate, and then you go straight into studying for the bar. And so that was really difficult for me because I can't study. I can't sit, you know? I think my brother's the smartest motherfucker there is out there. Like, he can sit and, like, read a book for 8 hours, and he'll tell you what, like, page it's on, you know? That's insane. But me, like, dude, I can't. I like lose focus so much. So studying for the bar, I remember waking up at like 8:30 or like 8 a.m. making breakfast, working out, and then like at 9 I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and like actually study.
Yeah.
And then I would eat breakfast and be like, nah, I need to take like an hour break. And then I would take an hour break, right? And like be on my phone watching YouTube.
I fall asleep.
Or whatever.
Like, if I'm in my own space that I'm comfortable in and I'm studying, it's not gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, dude, there's no way I'm gonna open that book.
Dude, I'm with you. So like, I would end up like making excuses up until like 7 or 8 p.m. And at the time I had a girlfriend, and like she would come over and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like you're literally laying in bed, like in your couch, you know, like just being a bum.
Yeah.
And I would be like, oh no, I'm gonna study right now. I would end up studying like late, like, and like would finish like at 1 a.m. And like the best way I could study was I had some plush toys, right? Like some peluches, right? And seriously, so I would.
You just went to the store and bought some?
I drilled a whiteboard, right? And like I would act like I was a teacher. So I think in another life I should have been a teacher. And I would act like a teacher. I would put the damn plush toys there, right? And then I would act like I was teaching them. And that's how I learned to study for the bar. It's crazy. It's the weirdest thing.
This is the lawyer. This is the lawyer right here.
Oh, there's a lot of stupid attorneys out there.
Oh, yeah. I believe it too.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like, it's like everything, right? Like, it's like in nature, like in society, like there's all a bunch of us.
Yeah. So after your internship, what's the next step? You know, you're working for Gomez, you know, for a little bit, and, you know, growing yourself, you know, because I mean, they can only do so much for you. You know, you have to, you know, grow yourself too, and learn from people. And as you continue to learn, like what all did you have to do to become, you know, where you're at today?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm super grateful for the 4 years I worked at Gomez. They were amazing. I mean, I learned a lot. A lot of connections, because this is a firm that's been established for 50 years, you know, so they know everyone and anyone who's someone in San Antonio. And I was able to get an opportunity to do a lot of their marketing aspect, because I was like the young attorney.
So you kind of learned a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so I was able to use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
Joseph, shout out to Joseph Gomez. He was able to hook me up. You guys have met him.
Yeah.
And so once I said, you know, I would see the other attorneys, and I was like, man, they're like work bees, right? They come in, they sit down, and they want to work. And
suit on, or just like regular chill clothes?
No, like it would depend on the day.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, man, I can't do that shit. I really can't.
And with that coming in, financial wise though, because an attorney, what I know, they make dumb money, right?
Yeah.
So like coming in there, you're seeing money come in from being in college, broke, debt.
Yeah.
You see money coming in. What are you doing with it?
That first check you
Yeah.
get.
First check, how you feeling?
That first decent check you get.
Okay, so
it hits your bank. What's going through your head? How are you feeling?
Boss style.
Who do you call first?
Because look at you now.
Shit.
Show the wrist real quick. Show the wrist real quick. Show where you're at.
I remember my first big payout. My first big payout. I mean, I would get some bonuses, right? But like my first, I got the big one, like a 75 grand bonus, right? I remember getting that, and I was on a plane, and I was like, the first thing I did was I sent my parents 20 grand, right, out of that, and I was like, hey, thank y'all for everything. I got them a trip to Vegas after that top, and then I bought a house. So I wasn't that stupid. A lot of the other little bonuses, though, I would blow that money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember, this is pretty inspirational because I remember my passing the bar exam. Mm-hmm. I remember passing the bar exam, and that day I took a screenshot of my bank account. And my bank account had $1.87 on it.
You're lying.
I fucking swear. $1.87. And I remember screenshooting it and being like, this is the lowest I'll ever get, right? In my life, in my mind. No, it got lower. Like, I got fucking negative overdraft, but now
he bought condoms.
Y'all thought it was inspirational, right? No.
I went negative.
I went negative like $500 like a week after because I went crazy. I was like, man, I passed the bar. I'm a fucking attorney.
Yeah.
So I went negative, but at the end of the day, now it's a lot better, right? Like,
I bet. I hope so.
Let me tell you this. Everybody sees the pros of being an attorney. You know, the money, you're dressed up in a suit. What are some cons, you would say? Because there's always pros and cons of stuff,
Yeah.
What would you say is like the con? Like,
the con is like I can't
you can't really mess around, really.
Yeah, no,
like,
you can't.
You have to take everything pretty serious,
Yeah, because like
you have a life outside of lawyer.
I still see myself as a kid sometimes though. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like I still see myself and I'm like, man, I'm stupid enough to like do X, Y, and Z, right? Yeah. But like now, if I got pulled over or something, I did something stupid, knock on wood, it would be like attorney gets.
Oh, they're definitely gonna put it on.
It's like you got a little bit more eyes, and especially now like Warrior Law Firm and all that. I want to push into like motivational
you're really
things.
not down there.
And so like I'm not only an attorney now, but I'm a business owner, right?
Yeah.
And so I gotta be able to like look out for myself in that aspect. So, I mean, the cons are like, you can't do a lot of the stupid things that you wanted to do or like that we grew up doing.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot more pros, and that's why I'm trying to flip that image of like, you see an attorney, you think of him wearing a nice suit, being a little snotty, being a little asshole.
Oh, yeah.
And so like, I'm trying to flip that image that like, hey, there's some 20-some-year-olds that are attorneys, and they're not like these dicks,
Yeah, because ever since put in the image. Like, you're not. Like, I always thought like an attorney was like very stuck up, stuff like that. And me and you're very, we kind of have the same background image because my family came here as immigrants.
Yeah.
And your family as well. So for me, it was like, damn, I relate to this guy.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what's cool. And you've always been like, I wouldn't say there for me, but like in the sense where you could be there for me if I needed you as much as I need you.
No, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the shield that I'm trying to break. And like, also like, I mean, people like, they don't like giving up their cell phones, or they don't like doing X, Y, and Z, having a business line and then just putting the damn business line. Like at some point I'm going to have to do that because I'm going to have to contact like insurance companies and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But for any client, I will always give them my cell phone because I think that's like, you want to have that direct impact. Yeah. And like us, like the Latinos, man, like you're gonna say like, oh, like your tio's gonna be at a carne asada, right?
Yeah.
And like he's gonna be drunk a little bit, and then he's gonna be like, oh, you want me to call my attorney right now? I'll call him.
Like,
I'll have his cell phone. Yeah, and so he'll pick up the phone, and that's how you get cases.
Yeah.
Like last time I don't know when it was, but like I had like 4 missed calls, and I woke up and I was like, who the fuck called me? And it was like some guy out of Pennsylvania who had gotten into a car wreck. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, cool.
And cases that are like out of town, like stuff like that, do you jump on them right away, or it's a little hard?
How do you handle that?
Yeah.
So you could do like, you could still sign up the case, right? You sign up the case because like you want to make sure that it's under contract. And then you can do local counsel. So you can call an attorney out of Pennsylvania and be like, hey, you want to work this case out with me? And you come up to a percentage with them.
Oh, okay.
Or you could just refer it outright and like just let
Not
them
handle it anymore.
And then just it's
give it to somebody
mailbox
else.
money after that. Yeah.
Right. What do you normally do? Do you try to make some percentage out of it, some money out of it?
No. Yeah. I'll always try to like make a percentage out of it. And if you refer a case out, like you go 50-50, that's the kind of the norm and stuff. Yeah.
That's cool. And
So you're always working with other people.
And like with cons as well, talking about that, like, do you feel like your ego is like people think your ego is really high, or what do you?
I'd like to think not. I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Me personally, I don't think so.
Like I think the first image of like the first time you meet someone, right? Like the first time you meet someone, you try to break that ice, right?
That ice, yeah.
So that they can feel more comfortable. Y'all are fucking dicks. Nah, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, you guys. That's why I'm here. Like honestly, that's why I'm supporting the cause, and like that's why I think you guys are gonna do really good in this podcast because you guys are like chill as fuck. And like I don't say that often. Like you guys are really like you guys could put a little baby here and he could talk about like his favorite toy, and you guys could make a fucking podcast out of that. Yeah, you guys could make a podcast out of it, like just playing with a kid.
Wow. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, that's why I respect that.
27.
28.
Yeah. Excuse me, 28. Do you think? All right, you're 28.
I feel like I know where this is going.
That time.
I feel like that's where it's going.
Settle down and find that good wife to like hold you down. You know, do you think you're at that age already, or you think you're kind of like, I'm just gonna focus
you're still testing the water?
You know what I'm doing now? You launching your own firm. You know, is that your only focus right now? You know,
I'd say it has turned into my main focus by Big Shot.
Starting a family.
No.
Oh,
Start off my firm.
My bad.
No.
I want kids.
No. Yeah, I'm fucking dying to have kids. No, I think my firm is my baby right now.
Yeah,
and like I'm gonna do everything and anything to raise my baby. I think when the time comes, like I definitely want to have a family and stuff.
Yeah.
But right now, like at least this first year, like I'm selling my house right now. Because I want to move into an apartment. I just want to be able to like not have a commitment to anything.
Should just rent his house out.
Yeah, there we go.
Little content house.
The little content house. No, so I'm trying to like just have no ties to anything, and that way I can probably run a lot faster. Because I don't like, and that was the biggest thing about like launching my firm now or launching it when I was in my 30s.
Before you actually have to commit to something.
Before I have like. Yeah, before I have a damn kid, you know? And, like, I'm thinking about, like, okay, his tuition or his diapers or... I don't want to get my people into that risk, my wife.
Yeah.
I don't want to get my wife or my kids into a risk where they're going to be like, well, if... I hope daddy makes it because if not, then I'm fucked, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm fucked, like, I'm fucked. And maybe my parents are, right? Which I'm not going to let them down. But I have a lower risk by doing this than by doing it when I'm in my 30s or 40s. Or I don't want to be trapped and depend on a salary.
I mean, as where you're at right now, you really have nothing to lose, so might as well just
go for
it. That's why you went for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's really why you went for it.
The risk is like right here and the reward is like fucking...
Oh, to the moon. Yeah.
To the moon, yeah. And so that's where I'm trying to take it. And I mean, I think like a lot of people don't know the concept of, that's a warrior law. But like my last name is Guerrero, which translates to warrior. So like... I'm going to milk the shit out of that. Like, we're going to go to war. And, like, I'm going to try to, like, donate and, like, go to war against cancer. I want to do something like that, like a fundraiser like that. I want to we go to war
at the club.
At the club, too. I mean, you guys know. We have one. But, like, there's the concept to, like, go to war against everything that's bad, you know? Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to push on.
Oh, that's interesting.
What makes you guys want to do this podcast?
So honestly,
you go first.
Man, me and this guy, bro, we go way back. So basically, like me and this guy, we had met each other a while back,
a couple years back,
and a couple years ago, and like me and this guy met in the club, and someone introduced us, and we ended up literally like
there's a picture of me.
Swear, some girl comes up to us and goes, "Hey, y'all look alike. Let me take a picture with both of y'all." And me and this guy are like,
the picture is so funny. I'm flicking off the camera, holding a Grey Goose bottle.
Clay is like, I'm doing like the whole time. And I just remember after that picture, we ended up talking a little bit. We have each other on Instagram, and
we had the same ideas. Like,
we literally had we're the same person, but we just never knew each other.
Yeah.
And we ended up linking up. I invited him out with my boys. We bought a vlog camera, and next thing you know, we're in the club and acting like fools.
Yeah, because at the time I was doing TikTok a lot. And so like I was so into social media, which I still am. I'm so into it. And Clay was like, bro, like I want to do the same thing. Let's do it. And that's what made us click and then we liked to party at the time. Yeah. So then I had a guy who had a camera and he like recorded. Followed us everywhere we went.
He followed us to it. We're at a UTSA tailgate party and we're shotgunning with frats. We don't even go to college.
We had girls around us, kisses, like it was bad. Like that's when I knew like I can't have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
right
literally like, at those times though, like traveling to Austin together, we're at a frat house in Austin.
Oh yeah.
And we're at a tailgate and all this stuff, and like me and this guy just grew a strong relationship, like, and it just from then on, like, you know, we try to do it at first, you know, we kind of like we're busy with our own lives, and you know, sooner or later we got back and all right, let's do it for sure, you know.
It was just like, let's do it back.
You wanted to help us out, and
we were like, we always wanted to do a podcast, but I mean, look at all this setup. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Now we're here. We have a whole sponsorship, and excited.
And you guys will have it until you guys get canceled or something.
Big time. Just kidding.
That is funny though. But I want to know though, like a serious question. You know, majority of the people in the world work for someone. You know, so how do you think like you feel now that, you know, working your whole life, you know, majority of your life for someone, first now working for yourself? How does that make you feel? And like, you know, what motivates you to keep that drive and keep that going? You know,
I think working for yourself is a lot harder, like mentally, because then you got to keep your momentum up.
Because you work 24/7 now.
Yeah, you
There's
do.
no stop.
Yeah, there's none. And you're always imagining, like, man, I need to do this. I need to do that. Like, I need to go this way.
But
like,
it makes your life more intriguing, I feel.
Yeah, so, like, the biggest thing with, like, being able to let go of that is, like, letting go of, like, having a salary and working for someone is Sunday scaries. Like, I don't know if you guys don't have them, but I fucking have horrible Sunday scaries. And you just like, do you know what that is?
No.
It's like when you it's like, think about this, like the setting is like, it's 6:30 p.m. on a Sunday, right? Yeah. The sun is setting. Everyone's in their own home. Everyone's quiet. And you just start overthinking work. Like you just start
that
like,
whole week.
Man, tomorrow I got to do this. On Tuesday I got to do that. So that part of it is gone, thankfully, right? Which is the beauty of it.
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
But now it's like every day is a fucking Tuesday. Yeah. Like the Tuesday's the busiest day of the week, and every day is a Tuesday. Like seriously.
Oh yeah.
Like you got to drive to like go pick up a case somewhere. You got to go meet with clients, and I want to be able to like handshake every one of my clients, because a lot of them you get them through referrals of people, right?
And you really want to interact with them.
Yeah, and the biggest marketing is like not putting a damn billboard up. It's not putting like a bunch of commercials out, but it's more of like how you treat that person. And then, I mean, same thing with Latinos. Like, once you get the tia, you're gonna get the tío's case. You're gonna get the fucking uncles. Yeah.
That's me with the robots. Like, I get quinceañeras through las tías. It's like, oye, este robot super
divertido. Yeah,
lo es de contratar.
Yeah,
and that's what happens. Like, it just goes from
word of mouth.
And there.
And then I've had so many of cases that I've picked up are like, hey, someone gave me your cell phone and like they told me good things about you, you know? Yeah. Or like, I mean, I had these Cubans that like they ended up sending me like 9 cases. It's crazy, but like because it was just like
they were just hitting cars.
they were probably brake checking some 18-wheeler.
HEB trucks behind you. Brake check.
I don't encourage it, but if you do actually do it, then call me. Huh?
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
Brake check,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, big time.
I hope you guys don't brake check a 18-wheeler.
It might just happen someday. I don't know.
Man, just do like a Walmart if you guys want to. Better policies.
Can you talk about cases or no?
Yeah, no, I want to know, like, okay, tell me this.
Okay.
So I hit someone, boom. And, you know, I'm just a broke kid, example. I'm not, by the way, but I'm a broke kid, and like, I don't have money to go buy an attorney and go, you know, sue this guy for me. Like, how does that work? Is it like more of like, hey, here it is, like if you can win or not?
So
something, or how does that really work?
All of the cases that we get are like that personal injury attorneys advertise for are cases where it's won, right? Like you're not at fault for the accident, or 51% chance that you're not going to be at fault, right? So after that, it's like about building up the case, the value of the case. So let's say someone rear ends y'all, right? And they don't have insurance. The fucked up part about like the whole system is like, if they don't have insurance and they're pretty like just your average Joe guy, then I'm going to end up dropping the case. And no attorney's going to probably file a lawsuit.
You're like,
this
is a waste of time.
Because filing a lawsuit, $400, and for me to go get a judgment, get a little paper that says, hey, Joe over there owes you $500,000, but you're never gonna collect it.
Yeah.
Joe has one house, he has one car,
one dog.
He has one fucking dog. Yeah. Hopefully one wife.
This is weird.
And like he's a weak case. Yeah. So it's like you don't want to take it, but
what do you feel like is like I wouldn't say a good case, but like,
yeah, I mean,
what's a case that you feel like
there's meat?
I mean, when they're not at
every case has meat. I think every case is like memorable. Every case is like you could.
Can you talk about a sad one, like a sad case?
Oh man, I mean, there's some that are still pending, but the saddest ones are the drinking and driving. Those are the saddest cases because it's never the guy who's actually drinking that passes. It's always the innocent one.
The innocent one always.
It's always the innocent one that like the passenger that ends up being paralyzed, that ends up something going on. Some kid in some car gets hit. You know, like we had this one case from. Well, this guy wasn't even drunk, but we had this one case from out of the valley that settled out like 2 years ago, and this 18-wheeler driver every day would record himself like driving. And there's a video of him like saying, "Don't be scared of the fucking rain. Let's go." Like literally, I'm quoting you. So I remember getting on Facebook and finding him, right, and downloading all these videos.
Against him?
Huh?
Are you using these against him?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So we used them against him, and not only did we use it against him, we used this. So he would pick up cotton, right, at this cotton gin in the valley, and so he would pick it up at this specific cotton gin every day. And so he would record himself driving there every single day. So we linked up a way that he was in a way like an employee of the company without ever being employed. So we ended up suing that cotton gin because they should have known that these people were driving recklessly, picking up their load. You know, you want to make sure like if
your load gets there safely.
Yeah, exactly. You want to make sure that and they're responsible, right?
Oh yeah.
And so we tied it all up in a way that like they were offered coffee, like even the little details. They were offered coffee when they got there. The cotton gin, the company itself was the one that would tell them, "Hey, be here by 9 p.m." So we tied up a whole aspect of like this company basically owns this guy, right? And so we sued them, and the 18-wheeler only had $1 million policy. The company itself had $3 million, right? So it added up to $4 million. $4 million. But out of that, there was another like 3 people in the accident, and one of them, like they were like transporting. They were in an ambulance. They get rear-ended. It gets horrible. Our guy ends up flying out of like the ambulance and like having like brain injury. Yeah, like he had a brain surgery like right then and there. Like probably like 3 hours after the accident. And so he was a close friend of my dad. The dad was, and so we ended up signing up that case, and they got 2.5 million on that one. Damn. And the kid now, I think the kid is in the valley. He owns like tortillerias, like he has 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, like it's awesome. But obviously it's extremely traumatic.
You have to go through to even get that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth it. Like
no money, no amount of money.
I don't think so, to be honest.
No. I mean, you talk to him, he's an awesome guy. Like like he still sends me messages like for Christmas and stuff, but no amount of money would ever make me go through that. Or the loss of someone.
I'm crying.
Yeah, no, or the loss of someone. You know, the saddest ones are when they're drunk, they go hit someone, they kill them, and there's no insurance.
Oh, you're lying.
And that's when we have to tie up like where they were coming from.
Where they're coming from.
Like, yeah.
And is that where you
it's called the
bar
and
all that?
Yeah.
Damn,
so all these like probably any of one of these like there's one right here. Cerveceria Chapultepec.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember that? Yeah, they closed it, but there was a lawsuit against them because one girl drove out of there. She was drunk. She hit a bicyclist and killed her.
Oh, dang, no way.
Yeah, so it's crazy. But there's a lot of like pretty sad aspects of it.
Dang, heck no.
But it's nice to,
I'm always scared to drive at night.
But the impact that you do to like that specific family, or like that's what makes me want to stay in this industry, you know?
Yeah.
Because like the impact is direct.
And
you're not
something
benefiting
to fight for.
Yeah.
You know, you're not fighting for yourself. You're fighting for other people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and you're not benefiting.
You at the end of the day.
You're not like impacting like, oh, I saved this corporation money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're not doing that. You're actually like, oh, I made Doña Maria $10,000 for her and her family because of this accident. Yeah. That's the beauty of like personal injury.
Like helping them do something with it at the end of it.
Yeah.
So where do you see the firm right now? Warrior Law. Where do you see it in like the next 5-10 years? Like what's your goal in the back of your head? Like, are you like, you know, kind of like, oh, let me kick my feet up and I'm going to go to Cabo with my friends, and or, you know, you see yourself still staying in the industry? Like, well, what's your...
yeah. No, I want to hunt. Like there's hunters and then there's like work beasts, right? And I want to be a fucking hunter. Like that's
what is
that's
your
the
main
biggest
goal
thing.
right now? What's something
My
you
main
hit
goal
with the law firm? Like what will satisfy? I mean, nothing's gonna satisfy because you always want to push something.
Yeah.
But what's somewhere you want the law firm to be in a year?
In a year, I want to have probably at least an attorney working for me, under me. Because right now I'm a one-man shop. I want to have an attorney working under me. I want to be able to travel to like Dallas, Houston. I want to take over those markets, you know, little by little. I think like Corpus. I have, there we go. You guys can hold me out. But
not Corpus.
No, there's a lot of huge cases out of Corpus. Shit.
Oh, I bet.
But there's a lot of solicitation.
Look at these people.
Yeah.
Look at 40.
So no, it's just about going out there, shaking hands. You know, it's like kind of like a politician, but like you just want to go shake hands, meet people, and that's how they trust you in order to refer you cases.
Yeah, I do.
But I don't think I'm a desk guy. I can't be behind a desk talking. Like I'll go to court and stuff, but like I can't be the one doing every specific document. I just can't. But
if you can't be on the desk, how can you work outside of a desk?
Like you get an attorney who works.
Oh, okay, like that makes sense now.
Makes the briefs, and then you go argue them. You know, I don't mind going to argue cases. The thing is, like,
you can't be everywhere.
All these research and stuff. Yeah, no, like you want to pass
when you get in there, like game face on, like you're about to like fuck them up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little adrenaline.
You have like a ritual.
No,
like that you go in like
I have
you know,
some
you go
underwear
in, like,
that I wear. I never wash these underwear, and that's how I always win. No, I'm kidding. No, I know attorneys who have like the specific tie or like this little rock that they use every time they go to court.
Big crystal guys.
Maybe some other crystal after the court, but no, yeah, that's the aspect of it. I just where I see myself in a year is helping as many people as they possibly can.
Dang,
that's where I see myself. And God will bring the business, the money, like all those things will come, but like the most impactful thing is like helping someone, you know, and like having that direct impact on them. And like I said, like you're actually impacting like people who don't even, because the way I work is I don't make any money unless I win the case, you know?
Oh yeah.
And that's the beauty of it.
Because if you lose, no money coming to you.
And I could invest 10 grand into this case and like, hey, I tried my best, but I couldn't make it. Mm-hmm. Who's the one eating it? It's not that family, that poor family that needed the help. I'm eating it, which is better because you don't want.
Oh yeah, they're already down.
The justice system would be so messed up if you're not able to do that. Damn. So we work under contingency fee. So like, you give me the case, I work it, and I get a percentage of whatever I kill. So you eat what you kill. And I like that aspect of it because it keeps the hunter aspect of it, you know? Damn. But, like, if you don't like me, you can fire me, which is the beauty of it, too. Because if I'm not answering your calls as your attorney, if I'm not returning your text, if I'm not returning any of your emails, then I'm fucking up.
Remove you.
Yeah, you can just kick me out. And that's the beauty of it, too. You know? So there's, like, a lot of opportunities that people don't fully grasp because they don't know the system enough. Like, when I was growing up, I remember, like, my parents were like, oh, don't go talk to an attorney. Like, that's scary, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I've never really talked to an attorney.
Yeah, like, you don't want to, like, I don't want that. Like, I see a bunch of, like, pendejo attorneys. Like, seriously, I'm like, man, this guy's a fucking attorney? Like, you know, some people probably see me and they're like, man, this motherfucker's an attorney? But, like, it's
blacked out right in the club.
Yeah, there you go. It's the beauty of it. But, like, it's I think I have an advantage over these people, and it's the age, you know, because time is never going to come back. And if you don't go fucking hunt your dreams, like, then what the fuck are you doing?
And do you think your age has an aspect to it? Like, do you feel like people look at you? Like,
for sure. I still get
really?
I mean, people call me, ay, mijo, like, or last time I was like, yeah, like, ay, mijo, you're an attorney? Ay, que chulo. Like, you know?
And you're like, damn.
Oh, no, damn. Like, I had one, like, 2 years ago. It was like, oh, so we're waiting on the attorney. And I'm like, I'm the attorney. So I was like, people expect, like, this white gray-haired guy in a nice suit, like that's my attorney, you know? Mm-hmm. Like no, like this is a different era. Like, you know, attorneys don't have to dress with suits all the time. They don't have to wear ties all the time. Like this is a different era. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to break down. Like all these attorneys, like it's fine. You can go party as an attorney and like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But and then the week it's like during the week.
Yeah, during the week it's fucking game time. It's game time, yeah. And like if I was at a club right now, like if we went out to a club and I get a call from a client or like I'm getting a new case, I'm stepping the fuck out. Yeah. I remember this one time, like I was in New York on a trip, like with some girl I was dating, and I remember she was so pissed off because I stepped out. And I took the call, and it turned out to be like $1 million case, you know? Yeah. And I was like, at the time, I was like, man, like, and that's where I came to realize that, like, I need to run by myself. Yeah. Because, like, if I run with someone else, then I have to carry that baggage too, you know? It's not a right thing to say, but, like, or maybe the right person becomes, like, molds to your advantage. And I was reading this book about, like, the E-Myth. It's called, basically, it's about how to be an attorney, but like in the business aspect of it. And like being a lawyer is one of the only careers where you want to like incorporate your family so they can know how stressful it is, because it's a lot of mental health too. It's a lot of mental health. Like there's so many times like that I've been this close to getting a case and it's like a really good case and someone else takes it and it weighs on you, right? It's you didn't get the deal done, or like you start questioning, like, man, did they not like me? Things like that. Or when a case is going south in like litigation or something and you're stressed the hell out because like you just don't know how to get out of it, then that's when it's really, mental health is like a huge thing. And that's why all these attorneys end up doing drugs and it's crap.
Oh, dang. Hold on.
You want to do some? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
All right, guys. Transitioning though.
I'm kidding. I've never done
on a more serious note.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about coming off of an Austin trip.
Oh, that was a good.
That was a banger, boys.
That was
coming off of Austin. Well, we went last weekend.
Oh man.
You know.
What did we do?
That's where this came up. That's where this came out of.
This is where this idea came out of.
We're on a rooftop, right? We're at the rooftop, you know, having a couple drinks and just shooting the shit and
popping some zinnies.
Next thing you know is, you know, we're talking about the podcast, just me and you, and I think he overheard us.
Yeah.
And kind of was like, yo, like, I don't mind, you know, helping y'all.
I'll sponsor you guys. Like, he just came up straight up to us and was like, we're sponsored.
Then again, though, he wouldn't just say that for any reason either. You know, not him just being our friend. You know, he definitely saw
something in us.
You know, definitely.
Yeah. And we got to tap into the market, dude. I honestly, like, everyone uses themselves, like, right? Like, you use your friends. Like, it's just part of life, right? Like, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, tapping into y'all's market of, like, 20-some-year-olds is amazing. Yeah. You know? And then listening to an attorney talk and, like, not this fucking stuck-up motherfucker.
You get a little bit of both worlds here.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, you get, and that's the beauty of it. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity to, one, promote, like, my brand, like, the Warrior Law Firm. But also, like, it's a good opportunity to push you guys into, like, what you guys want to do in life.
Yeah.
Because, like, nobody ever makes it up there alone. Like, nobody. You can never tell me, like, I did this all by myself. There's always going to be people that help you out.
Yeah, always.
You know? That's the beauty of it.
And I feel like this is a great example and a great opportunity, because this could really push into something big, and I hope so. And with you along, I think that's.
I thought you guys were gonna bring like shots and like we were taking shots. Every weird question, every difficult question.
What do you want?
42.
I'll bring it right now.
Next time.
No, but Austin, it was a bender. I was hung the whole weekend.
I remember him telling us, "Hey, the Airbnb it ends at 10 a.m. or it ends at noon."
Don't even get me
started. It ends at noon. Like y'all leave.
What time y'all leave?
No. It ends at noon. I'm like, all right, bet. We go back to me next. Go back to bed. Maybe 12:30. Boom, boom, boom. The door. I'm like, I'm like, someone's at the door, and I open it. I'm the manager of the. I'm like, oh shit.
No, I'm hung about a shower.
I'm in my underwear, and I'm like, give me like 30 minutes, man. Hey, the manager's at the door. We gotta go. What the fuck?
I'm all naked already. I'm ready.
I jump in the shower. We hop out of the shower.
She's still knocking. Comes back.
Yeah. We get our shit. We go downstairs, and we're half asleep getting coffee. Yeah. And next thing you know, we're headed back to San Antonio.
I remember that last night because we were with another buddy, John.
Oh yeah, John.
Yeah, John from Corpus.
361, baby.
No, Papi John. He was like. I remember him coming to my room because I fell asleep like at 2:30 or something. I was early, and he comes in. He kept coming in. He's like, "Man, I just threw up," and then he came. But he was like right here to me, which was like I was like, "Bro, just like let me sleep, right?" And then he's like, "Man, I just threw up 4 times." I was like, "What the fuck? Like you gotta do something about that, right?" Oh, so then he finally comes in like at 5:33 a.m. right, and I see my clock and I'm like, man, like go to fucking bed. And he's like, no, I can't. I was like, man, this guy, like, what's going on with him? And he was just on his phone, right? And I'm like, dude, please go to bed. And I was like, you know what? Like, do you want to leave right now? Like, I was like, I'll drive us. Like, I'm pretty sober now. I'll drive us, and then like you can just stay at my place and like sleep it off. And he's like, no. And then I fell asleep, and we woke up at like at 10 a.m. Yeah, but do you know what was the trouble? That big little Julio. Julio was the trouble.
So weird. Over here, Luis brought a Don Julio, a Magnum, I think. It was a Magnum. And we kept waking it up and just taking shots, and oh my god, with no chasers.
Next thing you knew, the bottle was already gone.
The first night.
I remember what had happened. I think we went downstairs to go get a taco, and all we see is 6 bags of Whataburger. And it says, and the girl goes, hey, are you with Luis Guerrero? And I'm like, he's in the room asleep. It's 4 a.m. Like,
Chingos the Whataburger at the front desk downstairs.
He ordered 6 number ones, and I'm like, 6?
Are you sure? I don't even know how or why.
And I remember like, we pick up the food and take it to the room.
Soda's all watered down.
And I was like, and we tell him, hey, your food's here. Leave me alone.
Oh man! Well, I remember. Dude, that's my signature move. Hold on, that's my signature move. I order food when I'm trashed, and then I forget about it.
And it was there till Sunday.
Dude, I forget about it, dude. I've done it like probably a handful of times, dude. I swear, it's like my thing. So don't feel bad for the food.
That was definitely an experience. It was so much fun. That was a fun weekend. That's all I needed. That weekend was
it was definitely fun.
What are we gonna do next? We're gonna go to Vegas.
Oh yeah, Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas.
When? June 5th?
June 1st. Come play.
So that's our new thing. Let's play.
The win. Where we go in the club? Omni.
Let's go to some let's do some beach.
Some beach club. Oh, it's summer,
clubs.
right?
I've
never been to a beach club.
Yeah, let's do some beach clubs.
I ain't got the body for that right now, though.
Hey, you got time?
I got Banza.
Dude, me neither.
I'm eating too good right now.
Me too. I ain't trying to change that right now.
Yeah.
No, there's so we got that. We got Vegas. Probably gonna plan some other trips.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I go on trips, like you guys are invited. I mean, I like to come out with people.
You know, I love to party.
I'm taking a little sabbatical.
I've been on a bender for the past couple weekends.
Dude,
I think everyone's seen that on my stories.
I know.
This past week,
but the thing is, you make money out of partying.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of.
So I kind of F it because I don't pay for anything.
I know.
I don't pay for my flights. I don't pay for my Airbnb. Nothing. So
How did you even get that?
Bro, it was like Instagram. So this guy, he's out of Atlanta. He started a festival with fraternities, and he messaged the Apex account. Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, let's work. But so if no one knows, I have somebody that runs it, and she never opened it or like told me or anything like that until one day I opened it. And I'm like, what the heck? Shoot a message, call me. We talk. There was a show 3 days prior to that. Like I called him on Tuesday, and the show was on a Friday, and it was in Kentucky. This was like in February thing, and he's like, let's do it. Books me a flight, bro. I'm not believing this guy at all, bro. Like, I'm not taking him serious. I think this is a fake account. He actually books my flight. I meet him there, bro. We party it up. And since then, we just became really cool. And since then, I've been on tour with him. And, like, this Friday, I'm in Seattle. Next weekend, it's Texas State and South Carolina.
Damn.
I'm going to have to make an appearance at that Texas State.
Yeah, Warrior Law might come
Texas
out.
State's going to be good. It's at the mall. You have to come out. It's going to be Thursday night.
When is it?
Next week on the 4th.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh man,
Warrior Law
I'm in trouble.
I'm down.
Yeah, no. So no, yeah, that's awesome. How many cities have you gone to?
So far with him?
Dude, you've been traveling a lot.
Yeah, a lot, bro. It's been fun.
Wait, how'd you make it to Austin though? That's a fun.
No, the Austin, remember?
Like Austin traveling.
My flight almost fell off. There was a tornado that was hitting. I was landing in so I flew out of the Thursday to Ohio. In Austin, we were there on a Friday. I fly to Dayton, Ohio, I think it's called. Mm-hmm. Bro, there's a tornado that hits. It was a shit show. And my flight had to reroute to Cincinnati. Take an Uber all the way from Cincinnati to Dayton, which is like an hour and a half. The most expensive Uber I've ever paid for. It's almost $200. And then for me to do the show for only an hour, or like not even an hour, and then go back to the airport, catch a flight back to Austin, land, start partying with you guys. Tacos Way, everything. Dude, oh my God.
Dude. I had the story about Uber. I had this one. I went to a Cowboys game this past season with Joseph Gomez.
Uh-huh.
And we had too much fun. And we missed our flight, right? The coming back, because we had booked it like at 8 a.m. or something.
The many flights I've missed is insane.
So we were thinking like, man, should we like rebook and like just wait it out? And he's like, man, let's just get an Uber. So we got a $400 Uber.
No.
From Dallas down to San Antonio, dude. I swear. What? No, but the crazy part is like, so we're in like.
The Uber was so down?
No, the Uber guy. No, so first we get this Uber guy, this Tesla guy, right? And he's like, hey, I'm gonna have to stop like three ways like to get to San Antonio. And we were like, okay, cool. Well, anyways, man, I wake up like we were in Waxahachie, which is a little town like south of Dallas. And I'm like, bro, I can't stand the smell. Like this guy smells like really bad.
Oh my!
And I'm behind him, and like it's
like body odor smell.
Yeah,
watch away.
And he's like, he's a big guy, right? So like my legs are like crunch, and I'm not like a crazy big guy, but like my legs are crunch, right? And I'm like, dude, I can't stand this like for another 3.5 hours. And so I'm like, let's cancel it, right? So we cancel it. We're at a Wendy's. And
you're lying.
We get a 4 for 4.
Damn a meal and boot him out.
You know what I didn't think about? It's a little ass town. Like there's no one that's gonna fucking pick up the Uber.
True.
So for like the next like hour, I'm stressing out. I'm like, bro, nobody's gonna come pick us up. Like, let's just take a Greyhound. Have y'all taken?
Oh yeah, yeah. I take Greyhounds. I take Omnibus to Mexico.
Yeah, let's just figure out what to do. And thankfully, some guy takes it, and then he's like, hey, I'll take y'all, but you guys gotta cancel it and like just pay me cash. So I think we ended up paying him like. We had ended up paying like $350 to him, you know, for him to drive us to San Antonio.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you make money, right? Like on the drive, but like I thought about it, and he probably made $25 an hour for like 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
Which is like
not much
for all the wear and tear to drive back to Dallas or Waxahachie.
Yeah,
like
it's not even worth
rough.
It.
Yeah. But even then, like Uber probably out of the $400 would have the guy would have made like $200.
So they explained to me how that works. An Uber driver, he was saying that supposedly take 25% and they keep 75. I don't know, something like that. It might be wrong.
Really, I heard it was 60-40. Like the people get either the people or like Uber gets 60 and the other person gets 40.
When I went, I was in Mexico, so maybe it's different here because Mexico is like 500 pesos.
Mexico used to take cash. Remember?
Oh yeah, they used to.
Yeah, that was
the best.
Dope. I don't even know how Uber would have made any money, but like that was dope.
They take everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dude, you know where we need to go to? Monterrey.
Oh, I love Monterrey. That's where I'm from. That's where my family's from.
Dude.
I had the best time. He's scared to go to Mexico, actually.
No, just fly
there.
Get
my passport.
Just fly. Dude, that would be
it's
a Warrior Law retreat right there.
Me and him together.
It's insane.
We're bad. But we're bad.
But Monterrey is like... It's nice. It's
I love
clean.
Women,
it's way more modern than like any city in Texas. I think so.
Bro, it's so crazy.
So
like
more modern.
The buildings and I mean, it is the richest city in Latin America.
Yeah,
I believe.
San Pedro is. Yeah. So, dude, even then, like even there's like condos that are like $4 or $5 million.
Oh yeah.
And like, you know, like
I've ran where the Rolex store is and like the AP store. And the amount of G-Wagons that get there is insane.
That's the goal. Warrior Law is going to get a G-Wagon this year.
This year?
Manifest
with
it.
a warrior in the front.
With a G. Yeah, the license plates are going to be War Law.
War Law. I don't see that in the streets here.
2024 coming in. But no, yeah, we should plan a trip to Monterrey.
I'm down.
Dude, I'm 100% Monterrey, down. Vegas. You're coming out too. Don't say no.
And him too. Shout out to
down.
producer.
Hey, shout out to studio. You better be coming.
Nah, but before wrapping this up though, every podcast I want, I just don't want the viewers to just look at two idiots say some bullshit. I want the crowd to take something from it.
Yeah.
So if you were to, I want you to leave the crowd with like, the viewers with something, like a motivational quote, or that being like, whatever you think,
Yeah.
I want, what are the viewers?
No, I think you just hunt. Like, that's the whole concept that we've been talking about. Just hunt for what you want to do, Like, I took the jump, and, like, it's scary. Like, I kid you not, it's fucking scary to just jump from, like, a fat 6-figure salary, like, with all these bonuses and perks and stuff, to, like, just you.
Like,
it's scary.
And
but
it's all on you now.
Like say,
like, ponle huevo,
yeah,
There's nothing.
And so it's scary, but, like, I see that even that is like a low risk compared to all the reward that
it's
you
like
can
my
get.
boy Ed says, risk it for the biscuit.
There we go.
For the biscuit.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Oh, Lord.
And the same thing with y'all. Like, y'all are fucking hunting for something better, bigger, and you guys are doing it today.
Man. Trying to blow this.
So we're in the
crazy.
same spot, and I think this is the best way to wrap it up. Like, you guys are just starting off. I'm just starting off. And we need to do a recap once we fucking reach
give us a year.
Yeah.
Or less than a year, and I swear this is going to be
Yeah.
crazy. Mark my words, guys.
No, we definitely got some stuff in the works too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely have some good
Clay and Axel TV on YouTube.
Good people coming on the podcast.
There's going to be vlogs, there's
Working
going
on
to
some
be
good
podcasts,
stuff.
there's going to be everything insane. Y'all don't want to miss out, I swear.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. But thank y'all for having
we
me.
appreciate
Man.
you.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe. We're gonna leave his Instagram down
At
below,
the Warrior Law
website, and if y'all have any questions or concerns, or just want advice on anything,
Yeah, no, even if it's like a criminal case, I don't know anything about criminal cases. If I got into a crime, I would hire a buddy of mine. But like anything, wills, estates, anything like that, I know someone who can help you out. So just shoot me
and
a
it's
call.
Warrior Law.
Warrior Law.
Like,
Thank you,
subscribe.
guys.
Let's go. Woo!